welcome to a very special edition of NBA Jam Sesh, because in a few hours we are going to be rich off our Dogecoin. So it's a really exciting day.
Last episode.
Welcome and goodbye. All right, let's start this off. Basketball topics. We're going to have a lot of time with our crypto money to watch basketball. The Knicks are back. Julius Randle is the guy who's setting the NBA world on fire. Are the Knicks going to get home court advantage?
So the Knicks looks like they are a half game out, half game behind the Hawks to possibly get home court advantage, which would be crazy. I mean, going into the season, think about that. I mean, we did our top East, our top 8 to 10 teams. I don't think either one of us had the Knicks on there.
No, I'm pretty sure we both thought they were going to be horrible.
Yeah, so it's pretty crazy. It's a lot of fun. Do I think they can get there? Yeah, I think there's a chance. I mean, it's like the Hawks are lighting up the world either.
We're late in the game right now.
Yeah,
we're late in the game. We're getting close. The finish line is we can see it in the distance.
Right. Well, everyone was saying that all right, the Knicks were a lot of fun, but after the All-Star break, they're about to face a really tough schedule, and the world will correct itself. And the Knicks fought through. They fought through, and here we are. We are about 10 to 11 games left in the season, and they're still there. We're on a 6-game win streak. We got some favorable matchups coming up, some not so favorable. But I mean, these are the teams that we got to beat if we want to be considered a real team. At the end of the day, we're playing with house money right now. It's a lot of fun to watch. There's just guys stepping up every night. I made a joke to you with Zach LaVine being injured because of health and safety protocols that, Alec Burks is out for the same thing. It's basically the same feeling for us. I mean, Alec Burks, we need him. So Alec Burks being out, I don't think anyone would have ever said that ever, let alone, would I have any expectation that Alex Burks is even playing minutes on this team this year. So it's pretty crazy. Reggie Bullock has been incredible for us. Derrick Rose has been everything we need. It's a ton of fun. Tibbs is just, bravo to Tibbs. It's really a ton of fun to be a Knicks fan right now.
All right, let's go around the World Wide Web. Did you watch the KD interview on the podcast?
360. Which one?
The KD where he's giving his top 5 players.
Oh, I did not watch it, but I know Russ was not on that list.
Yeah, so for everybody out there, let's play the clip.
Top 5 players you ever played with?
Kyrie. James.
Cool.
James.
Mm-hmm.
Harden. Steph. Clay. And I'm gonna go Serge Ibaka.
Damn.
I thought somebody else was going to go into that from LA, but that's
all right. So
I forgot somebody.
Yeah, to me, I thought you was going to say. I ain't even going. Ooh. South Central LA, Russell.
Oh shit! Damn, I am tripping. Russ, yeah, I'm tripping.
Yeah, I'm just making sure. You know what I mean? Because it's a game like mine.
I did forget about Russ. Russ would definitely be top 5.
And
cold.
And it's cold in the streets. He names Serge Ibaka before Russell Westbrook as his top 5 players that he plays with. Now, if you watch the full clip, the interviewers check him a little bit, and he goes back and makes a correction and says that Russ would actually be 4th on his list ahead of Clay. But do we believe that he forgot that he played with Russell Westbrook when he named Serge Ibaka in his list that was on the team with Russell Westbrook?
I actually might think that he just didn't enjoy playing with Russell Westbrook. I don't think he forgot. I just think that he truly might believe that he's not a top 5 guy that he played with because he just didn't enjoy playing with it so much. So I'm going to lean more towards the side that he didn't forget. He just didn't like playing with him.
I kind of agree. I think he's petty like that, and he absolutely realized he played with him. He understands that Russ is that talented and that he's one of the better players that he's played with, but the guy just didn't seem like he enjoyed playing with him. I mean, you go from being minutes away from advancing to the NBA Finals with the guy, and you just leave that team straight up. To leave that situation you know that he just didn't enjoy playing with the players he played with.
And that's okay. You know, unfortunately, you don't have to. You don't get always put in the situation that you want. So if you didn't enjoy playing with them, that's okay. And it's okay for him to say, I didn't enjoy playing with Russell Westbrook. It doesn't have to be some street West versus East beef. Like, I just didn't enjoy playing with the guy. Like, if he didn't enjoy playing with him, he didn't do it. So it doesn't have to be more than that. I mean, unfortunately, Kevin Durant, he's just so sensitive so many times on the internet where it's like, he hates all the drama and the bullshit, but then he does stuff like this, which asks for it. So, it's dumb, but it's okay to not want to play with Russell Westbrook.
All right, now moving on, and this one's interesting. Now, you are a level-headed sports fan, so especially about the Knicks. Zion Williamson, post-game, after the Knicks big win.
Championship, we're going.
After the Knicks' big win, Zion was interviewed, and he made it very clear that he was excited to be asked about playing at the Garden in New York. He said it's his favorite place to play outside of New Orleans.
Hey, Zion, I know it's a different, experience now, but what was it like to finally get to play in the Garden in the pros?
I'm glad you asked that, actually. I mean, New York is the mecca of basketball. I love playing. I love playing here. When I played here in college, and this is my first time playing here in the pros. And I mean, this atmosphere, whether they're cheering for you, whether they're booing for you, it's amazing. Honestly, I think outside of New Orleans, obviously, I think this might be my favorite place to play outside of New Orleans. I can't even lie to you. I can't lie to you.
Does this mean anything? Should it mean something? Like, to me, obviously Zion is so early in his rookie deal that it's not like he is going to be able to leave once his rookie deal is up. They'll match, whatever. But to me, it does say that the tides are starting to turn, and NBA players are starting to think differently about how the New York Knicks are looked at as a franchise.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's the most important thing to get out of this is that the younger generation coming in and everything like that don't see us as a joke. So I think that's the biggest takeaway from this. Zion has at least 5 years left on the Pelicans after his extension, and he might even be more than that. So I don't think at any time that we're just all of a sudden going to get Zion. I don't think that's a realistic thing. Even if Zion says, I want to be traded to the Knicks, again, I can't see the Pelicans being like, okay. Like, how many picks would the Knicks have to give up for Zion Williamson if it would have to be like 10, like
minimum,
right? So it's just like I can't see the Pelicans doing that. Like, there's just no point in trading it. It makes no sense. Even for 10 picks, does it make more sense? I don't know, because they just did this. The point of these picks is to get players to make your team better. If your team isn't getting better, then, and just getting more picks to get players who want to leave again, and it's just a cycle. They have a ton of picks. They don't need more picks. They're fine in regards to picks. So it ain't happening anytime soon. Maybe when he's 36 and the Knicks are still in rebuild, we'll give him a max contract at that time. But unfortunately, I don't think it's happening. So, but the biggest takeaway from this is that Knicks are starting to not be looked at as a joke and having some, resemblance of hope.
Something long not felt in the New York basketball world. All right, it's time for the He's on Fire Player of the Week. Really the Player of the Month, because Steph Curry is, I don't even know what he's doing. I can't explain it. It's indescribable. Steph is averaging, in the month of April, 40.7 points a game on 55, 50, 91 shooting splits. That's good for a true shooting percentage of 75%. What the fuck is going on over there?
I mean, it's absolutely insane. It might be the best basketball ever played, right? Like, it's hard to argue a lot against that. So what Steph's doing is ridiculous. His shot making ability is nuts. It's everything we've already done and said about Steph, just dialed up to 100. Like, it's just crazy. So it's nuts to watch what he's doing. It's must-see television at this point. Steph's playing, you gotta watch, because you don't know what the hell's going to happen. He keeps finding a new ceiling for himself. And unfortunately, he needs to do it or this team's not going to win. And that's not a recipe for winning basketball for a long-term success.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, the fact that his roster is so weak and he has to do this, but he's doing it on these percentages because we've seen, guys drag teams across the finish line, but usually the roster is a little bit stronger if they're getting to, a playoff level, or guys are shooting at volume because they have to take those shots, but they're not necessarily hitting them at a high clip. Steph's just not missing.
Right.
The entire defense is focused on this one person because how many other, can you name 5 guys can the layman name 5 guys on the Warriors roster? Like, probably not. After Draymond, who he's basically a 0 at this point on offense outside of, his playmaking every now and then.
Can you name 3 guards? I think I got forwards. I got a bunch of forwards. I don't know who the hell they're starting at guard.
It's insane. It seems like a random just
How about this?
G-leaguer every day.
I can name definitely more than 5 Warriors, but the 5 Warriors at any point of the ones I can name cannot be on the same on the floor at the same time. So, I can't name a lineup at all.
Yeah, it's wild. What Steph's doing it seems historic. I don't know if for this era, even if it's a 3-point era, it just seems like you cannot replicate it. Like, nobody will be able to do this. It seems like Steph is forever just doing one more thing to cement his legacy as the greatest shooter ever and really one of the most impactful scorers ever as well. Now it's time for the Boom Shakalaka play of the week, the dunk of the week, and it goes to Miles Bridges. What was better, the dunk or the announcer's call on this dunk?
Just when you think you've seen it all, you see something better.
I mean, that dunk. I mean, announcers blow up stuff all the time that probably shouldn't have been blown up. That dunk was insane. That was ferocious.
I mean, Miles Bridges, has he taken the mantle as best in-game dunker?
That's a video game dunk. Who does that? Like, why? Again, how did that happen? Like, I want to know what point during the play that he had in his brain, like, this is what I'm doing. Was it, before he caught the ball? Was it when he got the ball? Is it when he went to the right? At what point in his brain was like, I am slamming this shit home?
Yeah, he has that rare combination of, like, grace, power, and just ferocity that he's just trying to rip the rim off of the backboard. And it's awesome to watch. And that's going to be the show for today. Another episode, NBA Jam Sesh. Any parting words?
Dogecoin to the moon, baby.